as far as So Far Gone goes, I'm still in awe, and I'm still humbled again by the amount of people that took the time to download it, listen to it, quote it, put lines in their Twitters and Facebooks and all that stuff. It's something I'm very taken aback by, because I used to be so self-conscious about the strikes against me, like, coming from Canada and being on a TV show and being like, super light-skinned, this is a mad, like, this is things you just be like, oh, is this gonna work? But now it gives me a chance to really accept that I am something different, I am something new, and now it's just I see it more as an opportunity to really be like, well, maybe I don't have to be the next Ye, or I don't have to be the next Wayne. I could just be the first Drake.
24-hour champagne diet, spilling while I'm sipping. I encourage you to try it. I'm probably just saying that cause I don't have to buy it. The club owner supply it. Boy, I'm on that fly shit. I am with everybody in my past. Don't want me to be, guess what? I made it. I'm the mother, man. I just want you to see, come take a look. Get a load of this. Quit frontin' on me, don't come around and try and gas me up. I like running on E. I'm on my Disney shit, goofy flow. On records, I'm Captain Hook, and my new car is Rufio. Damn. In a life, you should have been here to kick it with me. We could have split this whole thing up 50-50, but now I'm at the 40-40 getting bitches tipsy, killing shit. The ever so talented Mr. Ripley. How I go from being a man that you argue with to me and Dwayne Carter putting out the hardest shit. I should wanna go back to the one I started with, but I'm addicted to this life. It's gonna be hard to quit. Yeah. I'm done waiting, there's nothing left to do but give all I have to you. And I better find your loving, I better find your heart, I better find your loving. Cause she hold me down every time I hit up. When I get right, I promise that we gon' live it up. She made me beg for it till she give it up, and I say the same thing every single time. I say you the fucking best, you the fucking best, you the fucking best, you the fucking best, you the best I ever had, best I ever had, best I ever had, best I ever had. I say you the fucking.
So man, bro, before Drake became one of the biggest artists on the planet, he was just a hungry kid for Toronto trying to prove he belonged in this music rap industry, bro. Mixtape after mixtape, man. Cosigns after cosigns. The buzz kept going insane for Drake, man. But the thing about it, 09 changed everything, bro. Once he was connected with Wayne in the late 2000s, it was on from there, bro. At this point, man, Drake had a lot to prove and a lot of eyes on him to be that guy, man. So Far Gone, the blog era, and Thank Me Later wasn't just the start of Drake's career, man. They was the beginning of a whole new era in rap that we for sure seen years to come down the line. But, man, bro, you already know how this goes, man. But if you don't, if you new here, hit that subscribe button, man, bro. If you old here, hit that subscribe button, man, bro. You think you saw any one of my videos before? I mean, anywhere, man. Phone, cousin phone, Drizzy phone, nigga, your neighbor phone. I mean, anywhere, bro. Hit that subscribe button, man, bro. We going crazy all 2026. Few months away from 2027. So you know we gotta run this shit up for the rest of this year, man. You know this. But, man, bro, we are talking about one of the greatest, nigga. One of the greatest, nigga. I mean, one of the best that ever did it when it came to this music shit. And definitely one of the best when it comes to just everything in general, man. We are talking about Drizzy Drake, man. But not any era of Drizzy Drake. We are talking about 09, 2010 era of Drizzy, man. Y'all give him a round of applause, man. Yes, man. Yes, man. Yes. But no, man. Drizzy Drake, man. Drake, bro. Drake Rogers. Drizzy Rogers, man. Literally, bro. You don't understand, but this was another time in Drake. I mean, this then was the come-up days of Drake, man. I mean, honestly, bro, before the potential, before everything, bro, Drake was, like I said, he was just like any other rapper in the game, trying to get his mark, man, really figure it out, man. And the thing about Drake, he really did that shit exactly how he did it, bro. Like, he came in the industry, and turned this shit and really became one of the biggest niggas in the shit, bro. Like that inspiration. Then that's their inspiration. And then this time, man, it was very, very much so like very new when it came to just like rap, you know, way he was presented and shit. And the music that he was making that already at the times early on, it was destined for superstardom already, bro. I'm telling you. But I don't want to keep this intro going this long, man, because I know I've been talking too fucking much. I know I have, man. So, you know, we're just going to jump straight into this shit. Because this is honestly one of them times where it's like, man, this is the end of the beginning. This is the start of the many runs that we got from this, man, years to come down the line. So, y'all know you watching this with your girl, man. Y'all go sit on the couch, drink y'all some Fanta Orange, man. Give y'all a big-ass bag of Lay's potato chips. Pour some motherfucking toothpaste in them bitches. You know, shake the bag up so you get a little flavor on them. Eat them hoes. Click on this video and let's we yap on how long this video finna be. So, man, but before you even truly just jump into the whole 2009, late 2000 era in general, you gotta honestly take it back just a couple years ahead of the line, bro. When I say a couple years, just a few years prior, man, because you gotta think, Drake was in the industry, but he wasn't in the music industry, bro. He was in the TV world industry, and that was the Grassy TV show. That was a teen Nick show that had came out in the early 2000s and was pretty much a decent show, you know. Like, my older sister used to watch this shit, so I used to just sit and watch it, and I never really truly realized that was Drake that whole time, you know, because he was known for being in a wheelchair. And you gotta thank, honestly, man, for just doing that to really getting, like, becoming the globalist rapper years down the line. Because he could have really just been known for this show and just would have kept going with his acting career. That's crazy. The alternate universe, Drake is probably still after, bro. But the thing with Drake, man, he always had music influence. You know, his dad, you know, is pretty much was involved in music in his life growing up. So music was always a part of Drake's life. It's just something in him. And the thing about it, in early 2006, but Drake would drop his first ever mixtape, Room for Improvement, man, which was low-key underrated, just basically a self-produced tape, man. And the thing about it, like, this tape, man, and it really shows exactly what Drake, you know, because Drake influence at the time, you really could hear the Joe Budden influence like crazy through this tape, man. But the thing about it, he always had that Nick. And my favorite thing about it, like, when I say this, pause on all this, but my favorite thing with Drake is his voice, bro. In terms of, like, he always had that smooth, like, flow to his voice, you know, to a point where it's like, man, it was very prevalent on this tape too. And coming from the title, man, Room for Improvement, it really shows that, because this wasn't a bad debut tape, bro. For your first mixtape, it wasn't bad at all, man. But it definitely shows you have to respect. And the thing about Drake in this time, this when Drake was rapping on a lot of soulful beats, like a lot of Jay Dilla, you know, Ninth Wonder, like etc. This one, them type of beats was getting showcased from Drake, and you know, and like I said, but showing his lyrical ability at just the earliest times, man. This wasn't really the melodic superstar everyone know. This when Drake was then and still could prove that he could rap, bro. Before the melodic shit really came prominent in his music. And this honestly gave him a like loyal, you know, fan base early on. But yeah, I think, man, through blogs, you know, in Toronto, MySpace, you know, still was the place that you could then push out and really promote yourself and get yourself out there. But the thing about it, man, the shit that really picked up for Drake was in 2007, man, because he dropped Comeback Season, which then it was a major step up in terms of like quality of music. A quality, or at least it was a step up from Room for Improvement. And like I said, man, Comeback Season is another like strong tape from Drake that was early on that a lot of people, like I said, wouldn't know. You know, and like I said, it's the times when Drake really was still focusing so heavy on his rapping and shit. And his rapping was cold, you know, for like him to already be out just in a short amount of time. And I remember when this cover art was damn near the one thing you used to see when you used to search up Drake when he first really like truly popped off, man. Like, and why this tape gave him, you know, really good praise, you know, like I said, Replacement Girls with Trey Songz was another song that went crazy, you know, in terms of like gave Drake some type of push, you know. And they think about Drake and Trey Songz early on. Trey Songz kind of had he didn't have a big hand in Drake's career early, but he was one of the fewest more like mainstream like people that was collaborating with Drake so frequently, you know, at least that early in his career, you know, because he was on Room for Improvement. He also was on this tape too, so big head up with Trey Songz. A lot of people won't understand how important Trey Songz really is when it came to Drake, you know, but if you remember them days with Drake and Trey Songz was a duo, man, bro, Yeah, it was a fucking duo, and they was hungry as shit. And, you know, like I said, after all this time, but you know, Wayne would get introduced to Drake. You know, he would get his music from Jay Prince's son, and you know, that's when he'll immediately call Drake, bro. He flew out to tour with him, and basically around the time of 08, man, basically he was under Wayne's wing the whole time. You know, meaning like he was just connecting him, and Wayne was doing songs, you know, songs like Ransom.
I'm a hog, gotta get along with, get on the song with. When shit be going right, well, I just flip into the wrong shit. The team that I belong to, the artists I put on with. Don't ever ask for nothing, cause them niggas got their own shit. Me and Weezy like a mouthful of hot peppers. Black Ferrari with the red seats, I call it playing checkers. I'm never doing verses, I'm forever giving lectures. If you're trying to meet with money, I'd be happy to connect ya.
You know, I like the original version of Forever that dropped in 08.
I'm so unsigned, it will blow one's mind, cause to every single record I am so unkind. There are no hoes barred, there is no love lost, nigga. This that crack and you know drugs cost. So P-A-Y-U-P, I don't think you'll ever find another nigga like me. Never L-I-E, I got everything I tell him I got. This young nigga showboat like I'm selling a yacht.
And like I said, brand new, you know, like I said, but he was a part of Wayne camp, and he was a part of just being around Wayne. And you could tell that once Wayne like really got on to Drake and heard him, we all know the story that Wayne tells of when he discovered him and basically saying like that he knew he rapped and shit, but when you heard him singing, that he was blown away and realized that, oh, this nigga is another type of talent. You know, like I said, the potential that people saw in this man early on was crazy. But when he started really adding that singing and melodic shit to his sound, and he became like a hook god and shit with the singing, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. It was on the popping from there, bro. Cause 08, like I said, him running with Wayne, being a part of Wayne, he wasn't even signed officially to Young Money at the time. He just was associated with Wayne like crazy. You know, he basically was signed while him. He just wasn't. He was basically unconfirmed. He was associated, signed to them. You know, he wasn't really, because he was signed to rap a lot at the time, so he wasn't even truly really popping yet. You know, OVO was still had just became a thing once he dropped Comeback Season. Because really, OVO wasn't even OVO. It really was ATF. You know, them were the days when he was ripping ATF like crazy. You know, which was basically, I ain't gonna say it was OVO. OVO is basically two different things. ATF is basically his friend group from Toronto, but he was repping it like crazy in his songs at the time, you know, coming into the late 2000s. So, yeah, Drake, like I said, it was a lot of shit that was coming for Drake. But, you know, all the debates of confirming if he was up next changes when 09 came. And on February of 2009, bro, he would drop his now legendary mixtape, So Far Gone, bro, which became one of the most craziest mixtapes, honestly, to truly solidify him as just one of the ones, bro. Because if he didn't already have a buzz and already have a wave going on until like around that time, then So Far Gone would truly just put on a map of like, yeah, this nigga is up next, bro. He is one of the ones to be looking like the next nigga in the industry. Because So Far Gone is a mix of all, bro. It's a mix of vulnerable Drake. It's a mix of Drake just in his rap bag, of course. And it's a mix of just like the mainstream sound that Drake could. It showed basically, even that early in the industry, that early in the game, that, man, I could be taken seriously for this shit, bro, and really do my thing. And the blog era was at an all-time high. You know, this is when the blog era was in full effect, man. So Drake dropping this pretty much, man, got him really, you know, he still was a part of the blog era, but this tape really picked up the pieces to really get him out the blog era, bro. You really want to be real, man, because this didn't really sound like a mixtape. Basically, it was just like a free album packaged up as a mixtape, man. That's the beautiful part about it, man. When I tell you the step up from just Comeback Season to just this, man, bro, just like, man, Drake was one of the ones, bro. And you know this shit got classic songs on top of classic, nigga. Come on, bro. Successful with Trey Songz and Wayne was classic.
Trizzy. Oh yeah, Trey, I fucking feel ya. They be staring at the money like it's unfamiliar. I get it, I live it, to me there's nothing realer. Just enough for solve your problems, too much to kill ya. And when I leave, I always come right back here. The young spitter that everybody in rap fear. A lot of y'all are still sounding like last year. The game need change and I'm the motherfucking cashier.
November 18th, my nigga.
Up so high, even when I'm coming down. Just met a girl, say she from the H-Town. I say my name is Drizzy, and ain't nobody realer. Cup inside a cup, smoking Ghostface Killer. Got these boppers going crazy, nigga, I'm the man. I sent your girl a message, said I see you when I can. She sent me one back, but I ain't never read it. Cause pussy's only pussy, and I get it when I need it.
Houston, Atlanta, Vegas.
Hey there, pretty girl, you know exactly what you got, and I don't blame you at all. You can't resist it, especially when the light's so bright and the money's so right, and it's coming in every single night.
Getting this shit with Wayne.
Look, I'm the property of October. I ain't drive here, I got chauffeur. Bring me champagne, flutes, rosé, and some shots over. I think better when I'm not sober. I smoke good and no glaucoma. I'm a stockholder. Private flights back home, no stopover. Still spitting that shit that they shot Pac over. The shit my mother looked shocked over.
Say what's real. Come on.
Why do I feel so alone? Like everybody passing through the studio is in character as if he acting out a movie role. Talking bullshit as if it was for you to know. And I don't have the heart to get these bitch niggas the cue to go. So they stick around kicking out feedback. And I entertain it as if I need that. I had a talk with my uncle and he agreed that my privacy about the only thing I need back. But it's
Man, Uptown.
hardly home but always reppin'. You hardly on it, always second. When I'm awake, you always resting. And when they call you to answer, you a hardly question.
You know, man, Drake at this time was, like I said, was unfucking stoppable per heat. Mind you, did this without being signed to no label. He wasn't really officially signed to Young Money yet. So he basically was doing this off of just the strength of just dropping the mixtape, man, and really just doing his thing. You got to think of what this tape did after it dropped, man. It basically blossomed him into fame, bro. If he wasn't already getting that level of just becoming that guy, then this tape really packaged it up and sent him further in there, because at this point, a lot of eyes was on Drake, man. And 2009 was really just an alley-hoop year of just Drake really just like solidify him in the game, bro, and being the newest placements. Cause at this point, he'll sign officially to Young Money and Cash Money, you know, and the cosigns that Drake was getting was otherworldly, bro, because it wasn't really normal. And the song that became another hit from this project was Best I Ever Had, man. Best I Ever Had was a song that basically gave Drake his first real like hit single and shit. You know, the video was directed by Ye, and everything that went with it was just, it was an overall good track, man. And it was one of those songs that you really heard. You couldn't really escape this song at the time in 2000s, bro, late 2000s, bro, because it was one of those songs you heard every fucking day in 2009, bro, on the radio. Like, this was a big song. It was a big deal for Drake. And like I said, the cosigns that was crazy, because a lot of eyes was on Drake. But one thing that I feel like, man, that just like shaped of like, yeah, this nigga is really gonna be here, is when Forever dropped, bro. When Forever had dropped, it was like, wow, bro. Cause you gotta think at the time period being when this song was really like, when it first dropped, you have to realize, man, you gotta think, but this is prime Wayne. Eminem fresh off his like hiatus, bro, after disappearing in 2004 and coming back in 2009 with Relapse. Bro, and think about Eminem. If you really an Eminem fan, you know that Eminem do not give collabs to newer artists, bro. That was not what he heard of at the time. Eminem do not just randomly give out features or even want to be associated with a song that has an artist that's still freshly in the game, bro. And Drake held his own, because you gotta think, this was a Wayne and Drake song anyway. But Wayne went back to the drawing board and rewrote his whole verse. This hook was always dominating as crazy. And this song became a smash hit. And really, it came one of the ones, bro. And when I tell you that, it's like, wow, bro. This nigga, like, even at the time being, it was like, wow. Like, this new dude that just started popping in it, like, that just really started popping. I already got a song with 3 of the most majors rappers, like, at a peak. Bro, it was like, whoa, what the fuck? It was honestly crazy and shocking, bro. And that let you know that Drake was definitely, he was gonna be here for a minute, bro. He was gonna rule the world at some point, because he was already having cosigns and already doing big songs. You know, even Jay-Z, bro, the Blueprint 3 having like a song on there, even Jay-Z acknowledging that, yeah, Drake is the future. man, like I said, it was like some foreshadowing shit. A lot of people really saw the potential of this nigga. And like I said, '09 was one of the years that had a lot of crazy Drake features, man. For this to be his truly debut year of just becoming a fresh artist, he was already on songs with hella people, bro. Come on, throw it in a bad remix, nigga.
Every time he leave the manager say come again. Honestly, she's probably old enough to be my mama friend. She just want that feeling back, I'll make her feel young again. If a car decline, you need to check her shit and run again. They don't give you limits when you keep that money coming in. Yeah, just fold some paper around a magnet. As soon as it approve, you can throw it in the bag.
The one with Mary J. Blige.
Okay, I got these girls quite hype. Only thing on right now like a nightlight. While my brother Wayne rocking out like a white stripe. I'ma kill a game, I'm the young money white knight. Yeah, plus I'm looking for the right type. Cautious of a flood, so I always lay the right pipe. West put me on the marquee flight light. Plus I go hard for the women that I might wife.
In My Business with Gucci, man. If you know this song, you a real one, bro. If you know this an underrated verse from Drake, man.
I know you say you love me, girl. I know you say you love me, girl. Problem is you probably tell that shit to everybody. So we hear you talking, boo, but we just don't believe you. Okay, I'm all about it, all for it. I'm all-star team Jordan, small forward. I'm never putting up a shot unless it calls for it. No hesitation, so I'm shooting if I draw for it.
For My Town with Birdman, man.
Yeah, all hail Mr. Lyrical. Spades of the opus, baby, what you got a feeling for? I can show you new things, how you feeling spiritual. Pass the Kearney Thomas to these hoes, miracles, yeah.
Literally, but Drake was having crazy placements already in his debut year. And I know y'all didn't forget about the just unofficial mixtapes that came from Drake. Well, they didn't come strictly from Drake, but they down to Drake. They part Drake saga, nigga. But Heartbreak Drake, man, this was a tape that basically had a lot of So Far Gone songs before they officially dropped, like on So Far Gone. Like probably like a couple months before So Far Gone officially dropped. We done it how they had access to them songs, you know, like they basically made it on this tape. But I don't want to talk about the songs that even I still go back to this day, man. Come on, bro. Songs like Come Real.
Now in tune with your wifey's favorite DJ, DJ Ill Will.
You don't need it, even though I always tell you that you're beautiful.
DJ Rockstar.
I repeat it, cause I don't want no singer, and I don't want no model, and I don't want no fashion designer or nothing. I just want your love, telling you that's more than enough.
Stunt on You.
Get me wrong every time we were together, and that's why I'm gonna stun on you. I'm gonna stun on you. You let me go, little did you know I could've made it all on my own.
Like a lot of niggas will understand, bro. This was a different time than Drake. Drake was really hungry for this shit, man. And like I said, he was already just looking to be great. Cause he turned that up a notch coming to 2010, bro. And when I tell you the buzz and hype for him in 2010 was at an all-time high, my nigga, there is no cap in that, bro. Because like I said, bro, So Far Gone, best I ever had, just the features, the code, everything he had leading up to that led up to it. And he did all that with no debut album, bro. Just strictly, freshly, just really on a run to promote with So Far Gone. That honestly alone, but he didn't have no debut album out. So this year was the first year that really focused on that, bro, you know. Because on March, bro, he had dropped the first single to this project, which was Over. And you know how banger of a song that is, man, that came out at the time. And man, it was the ball rolling. It really was the good roll. The ball was really starting to roll for Thank Me Later, but at this point, man, the hype was at an all-time high. Drake was at an all-time high. And like I said, man, when he dropped his debut album on June 15th, Thank Me Later, 2010, this was a project that, you know, many people consider, you know. Now, granted, I know it's many people, a lot of people don't have this album in their top nothing. Like, when it comes to Drake album, like all the albums that Drake done released over the years, this album is kind of pretty, even for myself personally, this album is a little low, but it's because of just the shit we end up getting after this and we know of from this project. But this was honestly a solid project. For a debut album, I mean, you really gotta think, bro. But the standpoint, it kind of make it look like Drake played it a little safe, bro, because you gotta think, considering the fact that, you know, So Far Gone with his, like, amazing body of work, had all type of ranges. This project really felt like the same, just with a more mainstream appeal. And that basically what this album was, bro, with the hella big name features. Even Drake himself confirmed that this is one of the projects for him that he truly, like, don't really, you know, he kind of just played in the typical album aspect with this project. You know, having the big name producers, features, you know, having the main, you know, the hits at the hits. Instead of just having a cohesive body of work. But nonetheless, that don't stop this project from having bangers, bro. This project is like literally has nothing but bangers. But I get what he was saying with that. And it got banger songs on it, of course. You already know songs like Up All Night with Nicki was fire.
Glass full, I prefer the better things. Niggas with no money act like money isn't everything. I'm having a good time, they just trying to ruin it. Shout out to the fact that I'm the youngest nigga doing it. Cap on, brim bent, Denzel every time. She ain't trying to pop that shit for pimp, okay, well never mind. I tried to told you Drizzy still ain't nothing nice. Bracelet saying you should quit, cards saying fuck your life.
Come on, bro, fancy.
5.5 and boys, asses off the hook. Cinderella about to lose the glass off her foot. And when I find it, is when I find you. And we can do the things we never got the time to. Better late than never, but never late is better. They tell me time is money, but we'll spend it together. I'm down for whatever, you just lead the way. We go to dinner, y'all don't even look at me to pay.
It's a classic. That second half is beautiful, nigga. Shut It Down with The Dream, it's a banger. Light Up with Jay-Z.
Who would've thought I'd be caught in this life? Let's celebrate with a toast and get lost in tonight and make it all light up.
Hey, Guru, tell homegirl to open that Ace
Wait
right
until
there.
the sun goes down, we gon' make this bitch light up.
Miss Me with Wayne, shit was crazy.
Always rolling, so come and get a portion of this money that we blowing, cause it's on. Yeah, girl, it's on. You know what it is when I finally make it home. I just hope that you miss me a little when I'm gone. Yeah, I hope that you miss me a little when I'm gone. And you just tell me what you down for, anything you down for. I know things have changed, no, I used to be around more, but you should miss me a little when I'm gone. I just hope that you miss me a little when I'm gone.
Outside of that, though, man, this project really too much. Just like, I don't think it aged well. You know, like I said, considering the fact that this is technically a mainstream sounding project, it definitely like falls short of like consistent. You know, it basically like a So Far Gone packaged up as a studio album. That's all this project technically is, you know, in a way. Cause that's honestly what it promoted as. It still had So Far Gone songs on it. It still was technically So Far Gone era, so it's like it basically what it was packaged as bad. But that don't, like I said, that don't stop it from being a bad project though. It just make it a little low. But 2010 was another year where Drake features was set a crazy high. Come on, bro. Gonorrhea with Wayne was crazy.
I am trying to figure out why you're so mad at me. Yes, I'm with Young Money, tell that magazine stop asking me. I be with the dread, with the tattoos on his head, and a flag the color red like a fucking low battery.
Okay.
A Moment for Life with Nicki.
What I tell them hoes, bow, bow, bow to me, drop down to your knees. Young Money, the mafia, that's where the love sees. I'm in the Dominican, Big Papi Ortiz, doing target practice, all these just aiming to please. Shout out to the CEO, 500 degrees. Shout out to the OVO, Red Wings and Fatigues. Wanna be friends, how coincidental. This supposed to be all year, we ain't get the memo. I come alive in the nighttime, yeah. Okay, away we go. Only thing we have on is the radio. Oh, let it play. Say you gotta leave, but I know you wanna stay. You just waiting on the traffic jam to finish, girl. The things that we can do in 20 minutes, girl.
In the Morning with J. Cole.
Baby, you wintertime cold. The night is still young, drink that dinner wine slow. I'm trying to make the goosebumps on your inner thigh show. I'll let you beat me there as far as finish lines go. Yeah, and if you gotta leave for work, I'll be right here in the same bed that you left me in. I love thick women cause my aunt, she rode equestrian. I used to go to the stables and get them kids to bet me. And I would always ride the stallions whenever she let me.
Ashton Martin music, bro, with Rick Ross.
I miss Memphis, Tennessee, my cousins, my dad. The simplistic beauty that all of them Southerners have. I'm halfway across the world with dozens of bags, feeling like all 4 members are calling me bad.
Deuces remix with Breezy. I mean, Drake was everywhere. By the end of 2010, Drake wasn't just the next thing, bro. He was one of the biggest stars in the world, and he still was captivating that. And it's just like, man, Drake in this time, though, man, like, this was just another time in Drake just lore and Drake whole come up, man, because this basically, we saw a nigga who went from being like having a buzz to literally skyrocketing it out of nowhere, man. And it was a beautiful sight to see, man. If you really want to know and really want to see, how it was with Drake, it was different, bro. Drake was known as a singing nigga, bro. Like when he first came out, that was the biggest thing. That was one of the really only criticism that Drake really had at the time. He was then just known for being like the singing. So, people were trying to play him out to be a singing ass nigga, and that's what Drake role kind of was at the time, because granted, he was making a lot of singing songs, so he was like starting to experiment with the melodic side of his music, but I feel like that really did show into the next project, which we got in 2011, Take Care. When we got to that era, that's when it really confirmed that, yeah, this nigga, and that was basically a much put together album than Thank Me Later, because Thank Me Later was basically an album that just had a lot of big names. So it's really only like a few solo Drake songs on that project, where Take Care has literally it had features on it, but it really just Drake, and that's the beauty of Take Care. Thank Me Later felt like Drake with friends. But this era will always be golden, man. The influence that showed, and like I said, man, that key started everything that we got in the music industry years to come. It all stemmed from this time period, man. The cosigns, all eyes. If y'all want to be able to witness an artist in a true prime, we haven't had nothing like this in a minute. We done had artists that came close to it, but we really haven't had an artist that truly came in the game with that many big cosigns and truly lived up to names and cosigns they had, bro. And that was what Drake, that's the power of thing with shit Drake had on his come up. He had a lot of people rooting for him. Like, a lot of people truly believed that he was the next up nigga in this like music industry shit. And the crazy thing about it, I don't know if anybody would have expected him to be at the level he at right now, but I damn sure know people expected him to at least be some type of like shining in some aspect, because his potential was high. His potential was too high. He had Drake basically had the voice, the image, the flow. He had it all, bro. It was just up to him if he wanted to keep it going, and he really kept that shit going. So shout out to Drizzy, man. This era will always be golden, man. So Far Gone is literally one of the most influential, best mixtapes to come from come for the whole blog times in general. This is a time for the books. Like I said, shout out to Drizzy. Shout out to Drizzy Roger, man. Shout out to Drizzy Rogers. And that, ladies and gentlemen, will wrap this video up. If y'all enjoyed the video, man, y'all give the video a big ass thumbs up, man, bro. 2026 has been great to us, man. Y'all know it has been amazing for us. We have been cooking. We have been growing. And one of my favorite things is we have been just like consistently grinding this shit out, man. We really in this bitch making a mark, making a whole move, man, because that's the goal, man. The goal is for us to just keep this shit going and get to somewhere where we could be like Daniel some Drake status shit, And I gotta give my praise to the man above, man, because the man God, if it wasn't him for waking us up, letting us do this, none of this would be possible. Shout out to God, shout out to the man above. Thank you, Lord. And thank y'all, man, for always showing support and really liking these videos. I really be appreciating that shit. Y'all know I say this every video, but y'all know I can't never let the video go off without thanking y'all, man, because honestly, y'all keep a nigga going, bro. Y'all really keep this shit going, man, so I really have to just shout out to y'all. And the only thing I really could do is just produce some good fire videos, some good content for y'all. That's the only thing that really I can say, man. Keep this shit going. Let's just keep it going, bro. Like, we down on the road to something beautiful, man, so let's just keep it running. Y'all already know, check the community polls on the page, man. That's where I let y'all know what y'all want to see, let y'all know what's coming out, etc., bro. Comment down what you want to see, man. Don't be shy. Y'all know I'm not shying away for nothing. Let's do this shit, man. We got so much shit to run up, bro. So y'all already know. Until the next one, I love y'all, man. And to the next video, I really do love y'all. Appreciate the love and support. And yeah, man.